The Rambling Geordie.
I'm sure by now we've all heard about the Home Office publishing a 9-page booklet for asylum seekers. Because it's the first minute of the video, I can't really say the words that's implied in it, but bear with us, I'll try. It's a helpful little guide explaining that struggle snuggling is illegal, that doing things with children is illegal, that women are actually equal to men, and that, well, you can't just whistle and make kissing noises at lasses in the street. I mean, thank God they've clarified that for us, eh? This masterpiece is called Understanding Behaviours and Expectations in the UK. Published 19th of August 2026. It's 9 pages of pure gold. So it carefully explains that women do not need permission from a husband, father or brother to work, study or travel. Consent is required every single time, even if you're married. If someone's asleep, drunk or can't respond, well, that's not consent, that's the R word. Age of consent is 16. Even if they say that they are 16, even if they look older, no exceptions. They're also told not to follow people, not to block their path, and not to make rude or offensive gestures. Absolute revolutionary stuff, this mate. And who's defending this masterpiece? Well, of course, it's the Labour Party and Prime Minister Andy Burnham himself, saying it's right to make UK law explicitly clear. Now, I would kind of agree with that, Andy, but I think the basics are pretty much covered anyway by anyone with half a fucking brain cell. If you're talking about certain crimes that you just, no one explains to you about, I would understand that. But haven't explained to people not to sexually assault or rape people? Nah. I don't think you really actually have to tell people that. But anyway, I may be wrong. Let's have a look, shall we? Education Secretary Lucy Powell gets asked about it on LBC. What does she say?
I'm sure you've also seen a couple of front pages. It has this story of the Home Office leaflet or booklet telling asylum seekers they can't rape or beat up women when in Britain. I appreciate that guidance needs to be put out, but what does it say about some people who are attempting to gain entry to our country, Secretary of State?
Well, look, I think it's pretty straightforward that we should be explaining to people and being clear about people the expectations, the rule of law in this country.
Why is it necessary? What is the difference in cultures that we're experiencing, do you imagine?
Well, people coming from other countries do have different cultures, and we have to be absolutely clear with people of how much we abide by the rule of law in this country, what the rule of law is about, what some of those laws are, and that if people break those laws, they will be treated very harshly. They will be deported. They would have any claim to asylum, completely squashed at that point as well.
All right, Lucy. So rather than stop importing people who need a bloody instruction manual on not raping women, we'll just hand them a leaflet and hope for the best, shall we? I mean, this is the same Labour Party that spent years calling anyone who raised concern about grooming gangs racist. The same lot who told us diversity is our strength, while girls in Rotherham, Rochdale and Oldham were being treated like pieces of meat. And now they're printing leaflets explaining the fucking obvious, and acting like they've done something fucking big and clever. Let's look at the numbers, right? Because facts matter more than feelings. Foreign nationals make up a disproportionate share of sexual offence convictions. Ministry of Justice data shows foreign nationals accounted for around 14% of sexual offence convictions, and those numbers have been rising faster than for British nationals. Certain nationalities, particularly from Afghanistan and other high-risk countries, appear at significantly higher levels. Multiple analyses have shown Afghan nationals several times more likely to be charged with sexual offences than the British-born population. 93,500 people claimed asylum in the year to March 2026. A huge proportion of small boat arrivals are young men from cultures where women's rights and consent are not the default. And Labour's answer to that? A booklet. I mean, for one, they can't even fucking speak English, never mind read, the bastard. So what are we doing here? Here's the truth that they'll never admit, right? The left would rather spend public money teaching migrants not to rape than admit that mass immigration from incompatible cultures was a catastrophic mistake. They'd rather print leaflets explaining basic human decency than face the fact that globalism and open borders has completely failed. Because admitting that would mean admitting they were wrong. And for this lot, being wrong is worse than British women and girls getting hurt. By producing this booklet, the British government has quietly confessed what the rest of us have been saying for years. A significant number of the people they're letting in just do not share our most basic values about women and children. You don't hand out how not to rape guides to people who already know not to rape. So next time a Labour politician lectures you about being far right for noticing cultural differences, just show them their own booklet, because the Home Office has just proved your point for you. Thanks for listening, guys. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, give this video a like and a share if you liked it, and I'll catch you later. Cheers.
Don't be daft, man.